To the live. How are you guys? Haven't done my mascara, guys. I'm behind. I'm sorry. How's everyone doing today? You're gonna watch me do my makeup, okay? Just for a sec. Give me a moment here. Welcome to the live. Here we go. Doing makeup with Laney today. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Max. Grand Rising. Guys, I had a friend chipmunk today. Oh, not a chipmunk, a squirrel. And I could swear he was bitching, okay? He had a day, he had quite the morning, and he was here just telling me his entire day, his entire morning, and it didn't sound good. But I was very happy that he was telling me everything he went through this morning. I swear he was like he was like almost barking. It was the cutest thing ever. Like, I swear he was looking right at me. He was on the tree and he was just bitching, okay? He wasn't bitching at me. He was just telling me how his day went. I brush like 20 times a day, okay? All right, maybe 3 or more times a day. If I eat, I brush. If I drink anything dark, guys, I used to be a dental assistant. If I drink anything dark, like sweet tea stains your teeth, coffee stains your teeth, Coke stains your teeth. Anything that's dark will stain your teeth. Teas will stain them, okay? So the key to keeping your teeth white is to brush right after you drink anything that is dark. But I really if I eat anything, I always brush right after. Like, it's a habit of mine. I love that habit. You can never brush too much, but also make sure that you use a soft toothbrush, not a hard or a medium, and you don't like go crazy on it, because you're gonna mess up your gum line and you're gonna go all the way to the roots. You're gonna rip through your gum and go to the roots, and that's when they become sensitive. So you want to make sure you're brushing circular motion. Take your time, 2 to 3 minutes. That's why it's 2 to 3 minutes brushing, because you gotta take your time. It's not about fast, okay? You're gonna mess up your gums and get to the roots, and you don't want to get to the roots, okay? That's when it hurts with hot and cold water or things like that. All right, guys, give me a second. I'll be right back, okay? Shall we go outside, guys? What do y'all think? It's such a beautiful day. We should, right? All right, let's see what message we get outside. How about that? All right, let's do it. Guys, I'm trying to not let the flies in because they've been relentless. Alright, this is nice. Let me see if I could bring the boom box out here. I'm getting prepared. There's some channeled message that needs to be outdoors, guys, okay? I just need it to be out here. Trying to find the perfect spot. All right, give me a sec. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. I couldn't bring it outside, guys, because it needs to be connected. Welcome to the live. Let's see if the chipmunk the squirrel visits me today. Was here this morning and he was really bitching. He was not happy. I don't know what happened to him this morning, but he was not having a good day. Hi Eileen, Grand Rising, welcome. So I have the Seven of Pentacles next to the Ace of Swords, which could mean, it could signify maybe not being satisfied with something, maybe feeling like you've been putting work towards something, but it hasn't quite shown up some success or some like clarity. Maybe you've been working something, but the clarity hasn't quite shown up. You're still unsure about it. I know the squirrel was not happy this morning. He might be mad because I called him a chipmunk several times and he's not a chipmunk, he's a squirrel. He might be mad about that. I have no idea, but he was bitching at me like all morning. It didn't feel like he was bitching at me. He was just bitching about his day. Like he was just ranting, like he was venting to me, okay? So this could also be part of this message, okay? It's like you guys maybe have been feeling like something hasn't quite shown up, or maybe something is not quite what you thought it was, and it's like you're kind of feeling a little disappointed. Guys, it totally felt like the movie, you know, the Emperor's New Groove, when he's talking to the chipmunk and he's like chip chitta chip 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 chatta chick 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 chop, and he's like, he's saying something about a talking llama, and he's like, llama, and then he's like, I don't want to talk to her, you know, like the Emperor's New Groove. That's what this feels like. And you know, when he's like, he's talking and he's telling him everything, and then the guy and then she's right behind him, and he stops talking and he looks at her like, back away, like, I'm not speaking if she's here. And then he's like, he doesn't want to speak because you're too close. And then finally she's like way out there, and he's like, is this far enough? And he's like, perfect. And then he starts talking away of where the llama's at. That's what it felt like. Okay, the chipmunk, you see, I keep calling him a chipmunk. He's gonna come and throw me some nuts or something, okay? But he was pissed, okay? He was so pissed. Something went on with his day. He was mad about it, and he was letting me know, okay? But all right, Spirit, let's get the message for the beautiful collective today. What do they need to hear? What is the message? What are they mad about? What's going on? Let's find out. It was so perfect timing too, guys. Hey, OA. You know where that came from, and when you have to what? Oh, when I have to go on stage for the first time, that's that feeling. Oh my God. Yes, OA, congratulations in advance. You deserve it. Yeah, so the monkey, oh my God. He's not a monkey, and he's not a goddamn chipmunk, guys. He's a squirrel, okay? What is up with me? But anyways, again, so he was like super mad. He was bitching, and it was like the perfect timing. Like, I just opened the door. I was drinking my coffee, and he just like ran on the tree, and look, he turns around and he sees me, and he just goes off. And I'm like, okay, like, it almost sounded like he was even barking, okay? Have you guys ever seen a squirrel barking at a dog? Okay, there used to be a squirrel that was always harassing my dogs in our yard. Like, the squirrel would come and he would stand at the top of the fence, and he would start barking at my dogs. Like, he would literally be taunting them, okay? That's what it felt like he was doing. Like, he got there, he saw me, he stopped, and he just went off. He was like he was just making all these noises, like he was going off, guys. Hey, Abner, how are you? Welcome. Exactly. He's gonna come back just to bitch me out for calling him a squirrel. I mean, for calling him a monkey, and for calling him a chipmunk, okay? Gosh. I'm cold. I'm gonna grab a jacket. And you see how I keep stalling this message, okay? I'll be back because there's a message here that we need to hear. I'm curious to know what it is because I keep stalling and stalling and stalling. And no more stalling. I'm gonna get a jacket, all right? All right, we good. Let's do this. All right, so this card signifies maybe like not getting some sort of help or not getting some sort of reward. Or it could be like maybe feeling like the universe still hasn't provided for you, right? That's what this could mean. Yes, that's how the squirrel sounded this morning. He was just barking and he was bitching, okay? All right, we have the Hierophant here and the Two of Cups. Okay. It could be something to do with maybe your job or a relationship. Okay, it could be again, you guys know it's always tied into relationship, job, or friendships or family. But there could be like feeling like like maybe like you're putting in, or you're putting out more than what you're getting in, some sort of way like that. What's the Hierophant, Spirit? Or a commitment that you got into that you're kind of maybe questioning. I don't know. It feels like you know how the squirrel was bitching, sounded like they were mad, like somebody took my nuts, and like, you know, I was working for them and somebody took my nut from where I put it. I don't know, something like that. Okay. It feels like you're just feeling betrayed, or feeling used, or feeling taken advantage of. Yeah, because I'm even getting the Ten of Swords here, okay? Where it's like you're feeling like not valued or not given, yeah, feeling like maybe someone's being a little cold or a little cut off. Maybe feeling isolated as well. All right, what else, Spirit? What else from my collective? Welcome, guys. Welcome. The Three of Swords in reverse. I don't know if you're like kind of contemplating like this decision. Maybe you're feeling like if maybe you're feeling like right now it's not so hard to close that chapter. It's still like easier, but it might be harder later. And it's like where you're kind of contemplating the decision to move forward with it or to move on from it, right? It's like where you're making some sort of big decision right now, okay? The Emperor is someone who makes a choice based off of everything, okay? Not just one thing, but they're putting it in as a whole, as a bigger picture. They're trying to make a very strategic decision, a very strategic move on what is the best way to move forward. So that's where I feel like you guys are at right now. This could have to do again with something new you just started with. Could be a job, could be a relationship, could be a friendship, and it's just where you're kind of questioning, is this the best move for your future? Is it gonna be worth it? Is it gonna be overall like, could this be it? Could this work? Does it need a little tweaking and that's all it needs? Or is this just a flop? Did I just mess up? Okay. So it's kind of where you're trying to decide the decision for the best outcome for your future. Okay. That's what it seems like here. Cool, eh? That's so awesome. You deserve it. You deserve it. You got a lot of music. Definitely. You are the magician, okay? So we have the Emperor next to the... You are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Whew. So again, this is like telling me like you are a badass being, right? And you deserve opportunities, you deserve blessings. OA just mentioned his blessing that he's getting. So that really tells me like you are just wanting to look out for your future, right? You want a new beginning, a new journey, new adventure, where it's gonna be blessings and not blockages and not things that hold you back. And so you're just being very careful that the next things you choose in your life are healthy, are good for you, that are gonna keep moving, and they're not gonna just hold you back. Okay, that's what I'm feeling in this in this reading, is that you just want to make sure that it's going to be beneficial for the long run, for your future plans. What else, Spirit? Yeah, because here's the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is someone who's very nurturing, loving, compassionate, but at the same time, this card can also signify like you giving yourself that attention, right? You loving, nurturing, compassion to yourself, right? Not just to giving it out to someone, but also giving it to yourself. So that's where also you're trying to make sure it's a balance that's gonna benefit all the way around, where you're also getting what you need as an individual, but also getting what you need as a whole, right? So you're trying to, again, make the best decision, to lead in the proper way. You want it to lead in the right direction, to be able to have everything and not just one thing, right? It's like you want multiple, maybe even multiple sources of income, but apart from just income, it's like you want the whole 10 yards, right? You want the love, you want the nurture, loving, compassion, you want the you want the safety, and all of the above, right? That's cool, OA. That's amazing. That's a really well-rounded trip. Sorry guys, I'm like looking at this wasp that's flying around here. So I got my eye on it, like I'm trying to make sure it's not coming near me, or trying to, because when we're in high vibration, we attract bees, right? So I just don't want it to come over here, because spirit angels, ancestors of the highest white light, please keep the wasp away from me. I know I'm high vibrational, but I don't want it to come on me, please. Yes. Yeah, look, we have the Sun card, the happiest card on the deck, next to the Ace of Pentacles. So keep doing what you're doing, all right? You're making the right moves. I do see you moving forward in these this journey, this endeavors that you're trying to head towards. You are gonna be able to have it all. You can have it all, okay? You don't have to decide between one or the other. You can have all of it. You are the creator of your own reality. This is you being patient with these blessings that are gonna be poured into you, right? Right. You're right, Max. I hope they haven't spoken. He's gonna tell him about our morning that I kind of cut him off. I was like, okay, he's going off forever, like I'm gonna close the door now. I'll see you later, squirrel. So he might be mad that I didn't let him vent all the way, you know? He was still staring at me like, yeah, it was hilarious. The Knight of Cups in reverse, next to the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So again, it's like you want to make sure it's something that is stable, right? You want to make sure it's something stable. It's like you don't want to get into something and fear that is not the right decision. Like you don't want to get in there and then be like, man, well, I already took the job. Like, now how do I get out of it? Well, I already said yes to the relationship. Well, how do I get out of it? I already said yes to, you know, being their friend, and now they want to hang out all the time. You know, it's like it just feels like the decision hasn't quite been made or hasn't quite been official, but it's like you're questioning what is the best move moving forward, right? Yeah, because look, we have the Hermit, the reflection. It fell out of my legs, right? Like away from here. So I do feel like there's need for deep reflecting, deep inner, go inward. Okay, I thought he was here. I thought he was barking at me, but he's not. Or he could be really high in the tree that I can't see him. All right. Spirit, what is the best offer? What is the best move? What is the best move? Oh, Wendy, I didn't hear about that. But you know what? That makes me think as well that it goes with this reading. Like maybe you got lost, a little lost in this connection, and like now you found yourself, or now you came back to yourself. Like you kind of got a little lost for a little bit. You know, maybe going out with this friend a lot, maybe getting involved with the job a lot, maybe getting into the relationship a lot. But it's like now you're kind of reflecting and going inward into, is this really what I'm looking for? Is this really what I want? Is this really providing what I've been looking for, or is this not it, right? So it does seem like you're kind of questioning those decisions, or questioning if to make a decision. Okay. Yeah, this is about like turning down an offer, right? Because you're thinking maybe it's not it. You see? So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Justice in reverse, which is like you're not really seeing it be exactly what you wanted, or exactly what you thought it was, right? Yeah, because if you're planning to make it like official, if you're planning to make it a you know, like your job, your career, like you want to make sure it's everything you've been asking for, right? All right. All right, guys, I have an availability for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, guys, if anybody wants to book a private session, that's what I have available for private sessions. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. Central Time. It is 11:34 for me. So if you guys want to book, you can book through my link tree on my bio. Other than that, if you want to book on the live, this is my live prices. Let's see if I could still add something. Oh my God. Every time. It never fails. The dogs here, when the sirens happen, they go off. So again, it's like you're questioning the next chapter of your life because you're wanting some like committal decision, right? It's like an important decision, and with the sirens that keep passing by, it seems like it's a decision that's big, right? So again, this could be taking on a job. This could mean a friendship, right? A friendship that you entertain. This could be a romantic partner that you're gonna, want something serious with. So again, you're being very patient with your choice, with your decision of how to move forward. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you, Gunman. I appreciate you. So again, you're not taking the decision lightly. You're being very patient, very thoughtful, very I don't want to say strategic, right? Because strategic sounds like you're plotting something, and it's not that at all. It's you're making the best decision. Guys, if anybody has a better word for strategic, please let me know, because I'd like to find a word that doesn't sound negative, because it's not a negative thing you're doing. You're just trying to make the best choice for your future, and that does, and I don't mean it in a selfish way. I mean it like in the best all the way around, right? Self-preservation. Nope, not. What else, Spirit? Intentional. I like it. Intentional. Yeah. I feel like you want to make an intentional decision, authentic method, an authentic, intentional decision that is going to be best for everyone, right? Not just for you, not just for them, not just for other people if they're involved as well. But I feel like you really want to make a choice, a decision where it's not like it's because calculated, and to me calculated, and what was the other word I said? Strategic. I forgot what word I said, but they sound like you're plotting, and it's not that. You're not plotting. You're not trying to be evil. You're not trying to be mean. You're really trying to make the best choice, the best decision for you and those around, in the best way possible, right? So again, calculated sounds calculated, I'm trying to find a different word that sounds nicer, but I don't know that there is one. You are a badass being full of life and love and possibilities. This came out twice already, guys. So okay, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. So I feel like this decision that you're trying to make, you're wondering or worrying that, is it going to hold you back? Is it going to keep you from elevating? Is it going to keep you from moving forward? This could be a job that's very strained. Maybe you have to put in a lot of hours, or you have to work a lot of hours, and it's going to take a lot of your time. If it's a relationship, it could be a relationship that just requires a lot of you. Okay, it's like it's a very very intensive relationship where you're with the person a lot, or you spend a lot of time with them, and it's causing maybe you to be pulled away from your calling, and so it's like where it's feeling just maybe strained or restrained, where you're feeling maybe, is this gonna stop me from pursuing my dreams and desires? Thank you for my roses. If it's a friendship, it could be a very a friendship that just wants to be with you all the time, right? That hey, I need my space, I need my personal space. When it's time to hang out, I'll call you. And so it could be anything like that, where it's kind of just pulling your free time, or pulling your your self time, right? Your self-care time. And so it's kind of where you're just kind of looking at it in that sense of like, is it gonna hold me back? Is it gonna stop me from moving forward? Is it gonna stop certain opportunities from me, because it's so invasive? There we go, invasive. And the Emperor's here again. Okay, it came out again, which is, guys, the same cards are coming out. I put them back in and they're coming out again, which again, it keeps, like, it feels like it keeps showing up for you. Like, it's like maybe you've ignored it, maybe you've just like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna look at it, and it's gonna get better, and then it feels like it keeps reigniting, or that message keeps showing up for you, that it's kind of like, maybe I need to look at this a little deeper. Like, why does it keep showing up? Why does this thought keep coming up in my mind? Like, it, and just so I could give you guys an example, I've been having dreams. I've been having a lot of dreams lately, by the way. But apart from that, I've been having dreams where people are trying to trap me, okay? And this has been consistent. I've been consistently getting dreams of me with people I know in my life that I've had in this lifetime, but we are different people in this world in my dreams, right? It's always different people that are trying to capture me and catch me and put me in a prison, or hold me like a prison. And I'm always trying to escape, and I always get help. Someone always helps me escape, right? But in these dreams, it's always the same situation happening. I'm always having a dream where somebody captures me and someone's trying to help me escape, or someone's giving me a passage to escape, right? And I just had a dream like that again, like 2 nights ago, that I was I was being held captive, and I was given some sort of escape to escape it. And so this is what I'm thinking. Like, it's like you're feeling like maybe this job is gonna restrain you, or this that's beautiful dream, angel. Yeah, so it feels like, again, whatever decision you're trying to make, you just want to make sure it's gonna be the best decision for your future, to where you're not gonna feel like you want out, or you're gonna be wanting to get out of it, right? Like, you just want to make sure that you make the right choice. It doesn't feel dangerous, but it just feels like you have some sort of feeling of maybe losing out on some sort of freedom, right? And when I say freedom, guys, I don't mean like you want to mess around with other chicks and you're about to get settled down and now you can't mess around with other chicks. I don't mean it like that at all, okay? If that's what you're getting from this, get out of here. You don't belong on this reading. That is not it at all. I mean, like, you're just feeling some sense of like your wings are about to be clipped, or your wings are about to be like, you just grew wings and you started flying. And it's like somebody just got the bird and put it in a cage, right? And it's like you just discovered your wings. You just started flying. And yes, this home feeds you and they nurture you and they take care of you, but you can't go outside and fly anymore. That's how it feels. Do you see the difference? So it feels like a sense of longing, like you're longing for that freedom. I don't know why it feels like your freedom's being taken, or your wings are about to be put away. Like, you just discovered you could fly, and you're like missing the wilderness, you're missing the trees, you're missing the wind, you're missing the the squirrels. Sorry, chipmunk. Sorry, squirrel. And it feels like a sense of longing for the freedom you had just discovered, you know? And this is why it feels like this decision is really... Can somebody send this message to Badass Problem Solver, please? Somebody get her in here, because this message is really going to resonate with her. If somebody can message her to get in here as soon as possible, because I really think there's a message here for her. Hi, Brian. So again, it just feels like you just discovered, again, let me repeat that, because it was I feel like it really sunk in the point there, right? Thank you for my gift. So again, it's like you're feeling like you just discovered your wings, and you just started flying. You've been flying, you've been like doing those circles in the wind. You know how the whirlwinds happen, and you see the birds when they're just gliding on that wind, and you're just gliding. That's what it feels like you finally discovered your wings, and you've been on like surfing the wind, you know, and it just felt so good. You were at unstoppable heights, no one holding you down. It's like you finally had freed yourself, and you've been gliding, just so magical, so beautiful. And then you met someone, again, an opportunity that could be a job, that could be a romantic relationship, that could be a friendship, and it just felt like it put a little like chain on your foot, and it's pulling you back down. And and it just feels like, although you're enjoying the nurturing, the conversation, the love, compassion, with this connection, right? It feels like you're longing for flight. You're longing for the wind in your hair. You're longing for the sun on your skin. It's like your wings want to fly, and it kind of feels restricted, and it feels like something's missing. It feels like maybe even your light just dimmed a little bit, and it's like you're just wanting to make sure that the choice you make is not going to restrict your flight, because flight is so beautiful, and you really enjoy that flight. You really enjoy that freedom. You really enjoy gliding in the wind. And it just feels like, again, like a longing, like you're missing a part of you that's a part of you that you don't want to let go of. It's something that's very comforting for you. It's something that you feel in deep in your soul. 111 on the viewers. It just feels so in your soul, in your heart, and you don't want to let it go because you really enjoy it. And again, it's feeling like you're losing a part of you if you were to let it go. So message of the day, guys, is you can have it all. Okay, I keep clearing my throat. I keep clearing my throat. I keep clearing my throat. This means that you need to communicate, okay? Because if this job, this person, this romantic person, this friendship is everything you want, but you feel a little restrained with it, there's a need to communicate this to your person, to your job, to your person, to your friend, so that you can have the best of both worlds, right? Because you obviously really enjoy this connection, this job, but you don't want to be restrained either, right? So there's a big need for you to really communicate what you're feeling, so that we can come in the middle. How can we come in the middle? How can we make it work for all of us? Because I don't want to leave this. I don't want to not take this opportunity, but is there a way that I can take this opportunity, but not be restricted like that? Because I don't want to lose my wings. I just learned how to fly, and I don't want to lose my wings, you know? So make sure you communicate that. Again, guys, communication is key in every relationship, whether it's romantic, whether it's friendship, whether it's a job. Communication is power. Okay, when you communicate what you're feeling, when you communicate what you want, what you deserve, if you el que no habla ni Dios lo escucha, that's a Spanish saying. Those who don't speak, not even God can hear, is the Spanish saying, right? Guys, I don't know, I'm claiming it for Spanish people, but I don't know who made the phrase, all right? So don't throw me any shade over here. But again, there's a need to communicate what is being felt. That's so sweet, Susie. I'm happy that that happened, you know? Again, communicate, right? Don't leave it to the side because they made up for it, right? Like, the conversation has to come up. Because if we put it aside again, it's going to come up again later where you're feeling restricted, or you're going to be deeper in the connection and feel even more restricted, like you need to run or you need to escape, right? So make sure that you have that conversation with your job, with your partner, with your friend, whatever it is that is making you feel this way, so that you can come to an agreement, so that you can meet halfway, right? Can you meet me halfway? Right up the borderline is where I'm gonna wait for you. I've been looking out night and day, because you can have it all. Look, we can have the celebration, the happily ever after, and we can have everything we want if you communicate what you want, because people are not mind readers, right? We cannot read our partner's mind. We can maybe know something's up, something is off, they're acting different, but we don't know what's going on in their mind. We don't know how they're feeling, you know? So make sure to communicate these things so that we can remove this wall that has been put up, so that we can find the balance in the connection and make it work, right? Yeah, because it doesn't have to be over, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but it's the most reliable, right? So this knight took a long time to arrive. It took a long time. And are we gonna just kick it to the curb because we feel restricted in our freedom? Or we feel like they want to be with us too much? Or we feel like we lost our freedom? Or there's a invasion of space? Whatever that is that you're feeling, communicate it, right? Because it took so long for this person to land on your lap. It took so long for this person to find you. It took so long for this job to find you. It took so long to find this friend, this friendship that you've been longing for. So now it's time to communicate. I need my personal space. I would love to have my personal space. You know, example I could say is maybe you really like to meditate in the morning. You really like to do your yoga, your meditation, maybe really connect with yourself in the mornings. That's your routine. Drink your coffee. That is a thing I love to do. I really enjoy it. It's my moment of peace. So there's a need to say, like, I'm gonna get up at this hour, and I would really appreciate that be my me time. You know, that's my moment of connecting with myself and God and Creator, and I would enjoy it if I could have that moment for myself, to disconnect, and that's it. It's simple. It's a simple request. It's nothing against you. It's not that I don't want to be with you. I just need my me time to breathe, and connect to God and connect to myself, and not just be all unraveled in a person or my job or my friendship. Like, I need to have my own mind and my own ideas, and my individuality. You see what I mean? Yes, Susie. So again, communication is key, right? That's what's gonna get us to the next level. Somebody look up angel number 1155 for me, please. Indigo child, stop saying that. Why would you say such nasty things to yourself? Your words are very powerful. Cancel that immediately. That is not true. Maybe you don't love yourself, but God, Creator Divine, loves us all equally. No matter what you've done in your past, no matter who you are, no matter whatever, nothing but pure love from Divine, always. And understanding and patience. I think it's self-love that's missing for you. With the Queen of Wands, guys. Okay, yeah, let's not talk here with anger, okay? Only love and light in this space. Let's not bring in any of that kind of language or any of that kind of lower vibrational stuff. Let's keep it high vibrational. Let's keep it peace. Let's keep it love, okay? Anger is a source of pointing fingers, right? Victim mentality. There's a need for you to go inward. Look in the mirror. What are you so mad about? What are you so angry about? Look within instead of pointing fingers out there. If we keep pointing fingers at people, that means there's nothing we can do because the whole world is against us. The whole world is this. The whole world is that. Blah, 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 blah. But there's a need to look at yourself. What is it? There's something in you that you don't want to look at, and that's why you keep pointing fingers. That's where anger comes from. Okay? A sign of change, growth, embracing new opportunities, especially in love and career. Beautiful, OA. Thank you so much for that beautiful message. Thank you for looking it up for me. So there it is, guys. A sign of change, growth, embracing new opportunities, especially in love and career. This is exactly what we're talking about right now. It's like embrace this opportunity that showed up for you. Embrace it. How can we make this opportunity work for us? Because again, it took so long for it to find us. It took so long for it to come to us. So instead of just walking away from it and cutting it away, is like, it is what you've been looking for, but it needs a little tweaking, right? It needs a little guidance, right? It's like a plant that, you know, the vines, right? You put a vine and you want it to grow this way, you guide it where you want it, right? And then it grows where you want it, and then beautiful wall full of the vines in your house, right? That's exactly what we're doing here. You wanted that vine plant, right? And we got it, but you can't just let it grow wherever. It's gonna grow wherever it wants to, right? Because you're not guiding it. So you got the opportunity you asked for. You got the blessing you asked for. Now it's time to guide it where you want it so that it could be perfect, right? Be confident in what you're asking for. Be confident in the little changes you want to make. Don't feel like you're asking for too much. Don't feel like you're being a burden. Don't feel like you're being a pain in the ass, okay? Don't feel like, don't. This is your worth, your value, and this is what I would like. I would really appreciate if blank. I would really appreciate it if blank. I don't really fully want to work in hours, this many hours, but I could work this from home. You know, I like my freedom and I like to be my own business, right? And if there's a way that I can help your company but not be of your company, right? Like, I still want my freedom, whatever that is for you, communicate it, right? Be confident with the way you present this. Be confident with the way you value yourself and your worth. Really don't hold back, okay? I just started like choking on my throat got really dry. I got red, my veins popped out. This could be something you really struggle with, okay? You really, your throat chakra could be a problem here, right? Like you have a hard time voicing what you want, voicing what makes you feel safe, voicing when something bothers you. You might really struggle in that department. So there's a need to really clear it out and communicate, okay? And it doesn't have to come off angry at all. You don't have to yell. That's not how you get a point across, right? The way you get a point across is the way you get your point across is by communicating. Be peaceful, communicate in peace. The way you lead the conversation is how it's gonna come off, right? If you communicate the way this other person was in here, right, with the you, that, it's not safe anymore. Now it feels like it comes from a space of anger. Now it feels like it comes from a space of pointing fingers and attacking, right? And I don't know about you guys, but if someone is pointing fingers at me and attacking me, I feel like I'm being attacked. I feel like I'm being blamed. And I will probably react in a different manner than if somebody is telling me, hey, I would appreciate it if this, you know, when you do this makes me feel this way, and I would appreciate it if maybe we could handle it this way. You know, that just feels like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I never thought about it that way. I never saw it in your perspective. I never saw it that way. And thank you so much for letting me see how you feel and what it is that goes on when that happens. And I'm so sorry. And I will try to make it better. Thank you so much. Right? So that's where you see how the conversation just completely went a different way by the way you spoke about it. It wasn't attacking. It wasn't attacking or blaming. It was just like, this is what I would appreciate more if blank, right? Good morning. Hi, Helix. Wow, guys, this message is hitting home for me as well, okay? I feel like I might have just done the blame thing. And also because I didn't speak, right? Like I literally held my conversation, and when I was asked, I blamed instead of being nicer about it, right? Again, if we don't speak, God can't even hear us. El que no habla ni Dios lo escucha, right? So this message is also resonating for me as well. But this is where this is coming from, right? It's like there's a need for us to communicate it properly in a peaceful manner so that it could be carried out in a peaceful manner, and we can come in the middle and we can make it work. Guys, if anybody wants to book a private session with me, I do have availability at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay, for this afternoon. My subscribers get the private sessions for $55.55. Regular price is $88.88. If anybody wants a live reading on the live, that is $25 for a question. You already know what you're gonna ask me. Questions relating the same question we can do. $45 if you just want to see what comes out, okay? That's live prices, all right? Hi, Pris. Hi, Steven. Thank you, clothing. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Judgment is here. Look, we have the Four of Wands, the happy home. We have the Queen of Wands, be confident. We have the Sun card. We have something that you've been waiting for. We have the Emperor. We have the best combo here of cards. It's all the right ingredients. They're just in the wrong order is what it felt like. Hey, Alex. it's like you have all the right ingredients, just the order is a little effed up, okay? The order's all off place. Like you might have put the vegetables at the beginning of the soup instead of at the end, you know, and now they're gonna be cooked and they're gonna be all soggy. So you have all the right ingredients, you just need to move them in the right direction. That's what it looks like here, okay? So again, it's not a fail, it's not a flop, it's not something we're gonna throw away, but it is something that we're gonna see how we can guide the journey, how we can guide the job, how we can guide the relationship. Yep, and we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a leader, right? So instead of closing the chapter, we're gonna lead it differently. We're gonna guide it. You don't have to end it, you guide it. Thank you, Pris. Hey, Orion. I hope you guys are having an amazing day as well. Have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, look, it's like you're getting ready to like run, right? It's like you're getting ready to like run, or you know your usual defense, the way you defend yourself could be that you run, okay? You end something quickly, you just like don't want to bother with it, you just end it. And this is something different for you. This person could also job or friendship could be the type that is like, hey, you're not leaving me so easily, you know, like I like you, you're a good friend and I like you, so how can we make this work? Like they see your worth, they see your value, okay? This person, job, this relationship, this job, or this friendship knows who you are. They know your worth and your value, and they're not letting you go so easily. So you're not used to someone trying to keep you, that it's also making you feel restrained. But it's not that. It's that they see your value, they see your worth. So how can I fix this? How can I make it work? And so you're having to kind of walk in different shoes, right? You're having to learn how to communicate that I need a little space, or I need, you know, I don't want to be working 9 to 5 at an office. Like I like being home. Can I work from my home for this amount of hours? Whatever, you know, whatever it is you're requesting, that is kind of causing you to feel like there's something not right, or your freedom is off, right? And again, it doesn't have to be freedom, it could be other little things. I'm just using freedom, I'm just using your wings feel like they're being clipped, okay? Again, so this is like a new lesson for you guys, okay? This is the lesson that you're learning right now, is to not run. This lesson on this chapter is about staying and communicating, voicing, and finding a in the middle decision to make things work, okay? We are no longer just running from everything that we don't want to deal with, or drama. It's like we're kind of just, now we're kind of having to communicate to fix something, right? Which is different. We've not done that before. We've not run into people who are willing to work towards being better. We've not bumped into anyone like that before. So it's different, right? So you're learning a new skill, okay? Again, I tell you guys, relationships, whether they're family, business, friendships, romantic, there's lessons in all, right? You learn lessons with all kinds of connections. So this is the lesson you're learning right now, is this skill. It's a very important skill. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. As soon as we get to our marks, 50K likes, 50 shares, 50K likes, we'll do our yes or no questions with the octopus, okay? The Hierophant. What's the Hierophant spirit? Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. Thank you for the shares. Again, guys, if anybody wants to book a private session, I do have availability at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. Central Time today. Hey, Steph. I did have coffee this morning, okay? I've been on a hunt for coffee forever, and I finally found some. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, don't block yourself off from this long-term commitment, okay? Like you've been praying for commitment. You've been praying for someone to want to commit to you. You've been praying for that. And now you got the job that wants to commit to you. Now you got the relationship that wants to commit to you. Now you got the friendship that wants to commit to you. And now you feel like it's like you're putting up a wall, like you want to run. So who understands you, child? Okay, that's what the universe is saying, is like, you asked for this. So what do you need? We are handing it to you. What do you need? So there's a need for you to reflect on that, so that you can voice what it is you need with this commitment so that it can work for you, okay? Don't just walk away like you're used to. You keep walking away. It's starting fresh. It's like, stop. You already do start fresh all the time. Let's sit down and let's figure it out. Thank you for the shares, guys. Let's try to get the likes to 50K likes, okay? So we could do the yes or no questions with the octopus heads, okay? The octopus will get you a yes or no question. Thank you, Vaughn. Yes, it's so peaceful. I really like it. The message is very powerful today. Thank you so much, Steph. Thank you for my beautiful flower crown. That was so beautiful. Thank you for my roses, Anne. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gifts, guys. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is you so quick again. Thank you so much, Janice. Thank you for my heart. This is you in the past, okay? As soon as it's not what you want, it's like, I'm out. You cut it out. Your cutoff game is so solid and strong. You're just like, out. Off with their head. Off with their head. Like, you're just so quick to end things so quickly. That you're just like, it's literally like your horse is waiting by the door. Like, you leave the horse right there just in case. Like, hey, horse, don't move. I'll come feed you. I'm gonna come and, brush you out, but don't move. Okay, stay warm just in case I need to run. Okay, I'm seeing the Runaway Bride. The movie with what's her name, Julia Roberts, where she's like, she's about to get married every time, and then she bolts and takes off. Yeah, it's like you're getting the commitments, you're getting the things you prayed for, but you keep running. As soon as something is off, you run, and instead of dealing with it, instead of communicating what is not being met, what is not happening, what is missing for you, so put the horse away. Go put the horse in the stable. Put it away. You're not running anymore. You are safe. You are safe. Stop running. Communicate what's going on. Communicate what needs to happen in order for your safety to feel safe. Gracias, Alejandro. Espero que puedas entender mi mensaje, que sí lo estoy haciendo en inglés, pero gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Me da mucho gusto y bienvenido. And so we're putting the horse away. We're no longer running, and we are now communicating what's gonna make us feel safe and why we keep feeling unsafe. All right, guys, I am really gonna push this conversation to happen today. Don't wait. There's never a perfect moment. Just rip the band-aid and have this conversation with your boss, with the person trying to hire you, with the friendship you just made, with the romantic partner you just made, whatever. Communicate this feelings today. Don't hold back. Don't wait. Rip the band-aid. All right, guys, I'm about to start as soon as we get to 30K likes, the yes or no questions. If anybody wants a yes or no, you can send me an octopus. If you want a mini read, you can send me a dragon head, okay? Let me get my notebook so I could write you guys down. I'll be right back. And I'm going to take a quick restroom break. All right, guys? I'll be back. Let me know if the squirrel shows up and complains. I'll be back. Guys, it's such a beautiful day. I'm about to start as soon as we get to 50k likes, the yes or no questions for the octopus. If anybody wants a mini read, you can send a dragon head. I'll start those in a bit. Also, if anybody wants to get in line, if anybody wants a private session, these are my availabilities for today. Jenny. All right, Jenny. All right. Welcome. It sounds so beautiful out here. 222 guys, it's 12:22 for me and 77 viewers. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for this message? Anything else, any last words of advice for this conversation that needs to be had? Okay, so with my bun being all not made and I'm just re-guiding it, it's making me think that that's literally all you're doing is you're re-guiding the connection, right? You're re-guiding it, or you're just fixing it. It's already there, it's already in the right direction. It just needs a little tweaking, which is what we said earlier with the vine, right? That we just need to guide it where we want it. Anything else, Spirit, for this message? The Five of Wands. Fight for it, right? But also don't fight for it. Like, don't fight. You don't gotta fight to get something, to get heard. Thank you, Ale. Thank you so much. You don't gotta fight to be heard, right? You can communicate properly in peace with being calm. Ale, did you do that that meeting you were gonna have? So you could update me how that went. But again, with this is like, you don't have to fight, right? We don't gotta fight. The conversation doesn't have to get angry. It doesn't have to get like that, right? A bird stopped. Really, Jacob? Did it? Thank you, Chuck. Thank you for my dragon head. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that dragon head. All right. Chuck is a dragon. Thank you so much. Yes, Ale, that one. Oh, I thought you said a bird stopped while I was gone on my spot. I thought a bird came to say hello to you guys. Welcome. I want to know how that went, Ale. Yeah, again, where you're at, you could just need to guide the lion, right? It's like the lion might be just so excited to have met you, to see you, to be around you. They're just like a wild animal right now. They're like, they're just wagging their tail and they're bouncing off the walls, and they're just like, they're a little like not trained, they're a little wild. this could even be that you just got a stray dog. You just took him in and he's acting all kinds of ways and he's wild and you're kind of like, maybe I should return him, like maybe I should find him a new home. This is like, you just need to guide him, okay? He needs you to teach him the skills. He needs you to teach them what you want. They're not a mind reader either. They don't know what you want, and it takes a little bit for them to learn the behavior that you want, and they're gonna eventually be really, really amazing. But you gotta guide them, right? And so that's what it feels like. It's like you just need to guide it properly. Don't throw it away. Don't give it away. Don't go find it a new home. Like, communicate and guide it in the right direction. All right. You don't gotta let it go. You don't gotta release it, okay? Behave. Put the horse away. You're not gonna run away this time. You're gonna figure this out. You're gonna communicate what you need. All right. Yeah, don't end it. You're so ready. Put the horse down. I just said put the horse away, and there you go with the horse, like, but nothing. Put the horse away, put it in its stable, take the saddle off, okay? You have the horse all ready to go, just in case. Put the horse away, okay? When you sit and listen, you hear the beauty. You hear the beauty when you sit and listen. That's all that you need to do, is communicate. Look, do you hear that? Speak what you want, and you shall receive. Clarity. It sounds beautiful, right? It sounds so beautiful, so peaceful. So, and it really aligns with this message, guys. It's like the message is talking about you feeling trapped, you feeling like maybe you need to escape, maybe you need to get on that horse and run away. You're feeling like you need to go, you need to escape. Calm down, put the horse away, take the saddle off, peace, communicate, be peaceful, okay? Calm down. You're used to, from your past, you're used to needing to act in that way. In this chapter, you don't. This next chapter is peaceful. You can handle it in a different way. You can handle it differently. It's time to handle it differently. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah, you've gotten so used to being by yourself that being with another person, you don't know how to do it. And it's like you now became the problem. Look at the horse again. God, can you put the horse away? Can you put the horse away? You're just ready to run again. You're needing to learn how to be in a connection. You don't know how to do it. You've been doing the journey by yourself for so long that you don't know how to do a connection. It's time to get off the horse, put the horse away, stop preparing to run. and make it work with the union. You've been praying for a union. You've been praying for that job. You've been praying for that friendship. And now it shows up. So now you got to learn how to handle it. Okay? Yes, it's the commitment. There's the commitment that you prayed for. Congratulations. You deserve it. You are worthy. You are valuable. You are enough. Now don't run. Stop self-sabotaging your blessing. Put the sword away. This is your blessing that you prayed for. It's being handed to you. Don't you let it pass you by. You manifested it. Don't you let it pass you by because you don't know how to communicate. This is a good investment. Celebrations. Hold on to it. Don't run, because it's what you prayed for. You've been praying for that connection and the family. This is that. I know, Margie. We're all there. We're all there. This is what you prayed for. This is celebrations with this connection that you found. Someone who also is very good at communicating, okay? This is a communicator. This is someone who knows how to communicate. So get on that level. You asked for someone who can communicate, and now you got it. So voice yourself. Hey, Yvonne. You don't have to do it alone anymore. Stop with this. You don't have to do it alone anymore. All right? That's your partnership. You deserve it. You deserve every last bit of it. Okay, it's getting hot. You deserve it, guys. What else, Spirit? Stop making it everything a tower moment. It doesn't need to be. Okay, handle this one differently. And I'm not saying that the past ones could have been handled differently. Maybe they could have, right? But that's okay. The past is the past. This is the new. This is the next chapter. So this next chapter, we're going to handle things in a different manner, right? We're going to stop. Ooh, this is a good one. I just channeled something. In this next chapter, we're no longer going to be in the attitude of, I don't need anyone to give me anything. I don't need anyone to give me anything. If they don't want to give it to me, if they don't want to work with me, if they don't want to, like, I'll jump off the ship into the middle of the ocean and find my way home. Because I always do. Yes, we know you always do, because you're a badass fucking being. And you don't let yourself drown, right? You always survive. You're used to needing to survive. In this next chapter, you no longer have to jump in the middle of the ocean and find your way home. Stop making it so hard for yourself. You're used to, this is a childhood trauma. You're used to having to fight for happiness. You're used to having to fight to survive. You don't have to be in survival mode anymore. Survival mode is over. This next chapter, you can communicate something to get something resolved, to come in the middle, to make something work. You no longer have to jump in the middle of the ocean and find a way home, a different way home. What is the word that I'm trying to find here? You can now, it's not an agreement, but you can come in the middle. I don't know what the word it is that I'm trying to find here. I can't find the word. I don't know what the word is. I can't think of it. But you guys can come up with a plan where you guys can come in the middle and make it work, period. Okay? No more survival mode. You don't need to be in survival mode anymore. That's over. You have healed your childhood traumas. You have healed. You no longer have to be in survival mode all the time. You no longer have to have that horse waiting for you in case you need to escape. That's another reason why I keep having these dreams, guys, where I have to, I'm constantly escaping. I'm caught and I'm escaping and I'm escaping. I'm constantly having this dream of being trapped in a tower and I have to escape. This is why I keep having this dream. You no longer have to be in survival mode. It's over. You have reached your sanctuary. You can trust that you will put yourself in a safe environment. You are safe. No more compromise. Chrissy, thank you so much. Exactly. That is exactly the word I was looking for. You can compromise to come into a decision that is best for both parties, right? It doesn't have to be where you're both, you know, you don't trust each other and you're just like, it doesn't have to be like that. You're coming to a compromise where it can work for both sides and we can make it work. But you no longer need to be in fight or flight. You no longer have to be in survival mode. You no longer have to be not trusting. That's what this next chapter is about. Thank you, Curls. Thank you so much. No more. It's your peaceful chapter. Look, you're just always ready to fight. You're ready to put up the fight. Like you're just, it's like you can relax, but you're not really quite relaxed, right? I'm seeing you like you're hugging someone and you're real stiff, and someone's like, "What's wrong with you? Like relax." Like, but you just don't. You don't. One, you don't realize you're not relaxed, and two, you don't even. You don't realize you're not relaxed, because you're just waiting for, like, if you need to escape, right? Again, this all comes from past traumas of having to fight, having to defend yourself, having to book it, having to escape. You know, it's like you're so used to that from your past traumas. That's over. No more. You gotta believe that that's not your life anymore, okay? Because if you keep believing that that's all you get, then that's all you're gonna get, because you are the creator of your own reality. So if you keep thinking that's all the life you have, you are constantly gonna call in that kind of lifestyle, because you are manifesting it with your fears. It's time to trust. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you so much. This next chapter, the lesson is to learn to trust. Not just another person, not just a business partnership, not just a friendship, not just a romantic partner, but learning to trust yourself. Trust yourself that you can make a decision on a person that you can trust. Trust yourself that you will put yourself in a safe environment. Trust yourself that you will put your kids in a safe environment, your dog in a safe environment, your whatever. It's learning to trust you, that you will make the right choice of where to put yourself, of your safety. Alright guys, it's getting a little hot. I'm gonna go inside. Also, I'm about to start the octopuses. If anybody wants a yes or no question, you can send an octopus gift. If you want a mini read, you can send a dragon head. I'm about to start those right now, okay? And I need more water. Ugh. That's what this entire message has been about. Communication. Communicate why you feel like you can't trust them. Still feel the birds, guys. All right, I'm gonna start. Brandy sent an octopus. Okay, Brandy. All right, guys. I have Jenny, Brandy, and Chuck on my list. If anybody wants a yes or no, you can send an octopus. If you want a mini read, you can send a dragon head. I'm about to start those right now. The next time we'll start those will be at 100K and 100 shares. So if you want to get in line for that right now, I'm about to start that. Hi Muñequita, how are you? It's been a minute, I haven't seen you. Missed you too. Welcome back. It's okay. Yeah, I think we've all been going through transitions and things like that. Let's see, where would be nicer to get some light? All right, we can get the message like this. Is that too much lighting? All right. Jenny, Chuck, and Brandy, you can go ahead and put your question on the chat. Again, the octopus is for a yes or no. A dragon head is for a mini. Okay, guys? Can I trust my husband, please? And thank you. Okay. Spirit. Can Brandy trust her husband? Can Brandy trust her husband, Spirit? I got a firm yes, okay? And I have the 5 of Cups. Brandy, if there is something they've done or something that happens, something that you need to communicate, right? If something bothered you, if something made you think this way, if something made you think that, if something made you feel a certain type of way, let's say, for example, you feel like maybe they're being unfaithful, maybe they're doing this. Is there something that they're doing so you can communicate it? But apart from that, is there something I can do to make me feel wanted more, or make you want me more, or how can we bring the spark back, right? Because it looks like there's been several things that have happened that we just keep building up to it, and it's building up and it's making our insecurities grow more. So instead of doing that, let's look at how can we save it. Let's not point fingers. Let's not say you did this, you did that. Let's talk about how we can make it better. How can we make it us feel better for the next chapter, right? All right, that was Brandy. Chuck and Jenny. Guys, if anybody wants a yes or no, you're very welcome, Brandy. Thank you so much. You can definitely book if you want something deeper. Brandy, I have availability at, it's 12:48 for me. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 available for today. Will me and my person reunite soon? Okay. Will Chuck and his person reunite soon, Spirit? So just so you guys know, my yes or no is up and down. My around is a no, and my sideways is a maybe, okay? Spirit, will Chuck and his person reunite soon? That's a yes for me, Chuck, okay? Okay, Spirit, what else do we got on this? I got the 10 of Pentacles, the Star, healing, and the dogs are crying. This could be a very emotional reunion, Chuck, okay? I do see the Page of Pentacles, which is about an offer coming forward. I see balance. Yes, this looks like a very fruitful reunion, Chuck, okay? This looks like you are getting your person ready. You're getting your person returning. They've done the work. They are balanced. They are coming with a real offer of coming forward. They want to invest in this connection. They have done the healing, and they do see you as someone that they want to be with long term, family, powerhouse, success. I see all of that. This is a very good reunion, Chuck. Not most of us get that kind of reunion. Congratulations. Let us know when this comes through, okay? All right, Jenny, are you in here, Jenny? You're very welcome. I return any energy that is a mwah. Thank you so much, Chuck. Thank you so much. I return any energy that is in mine. I return it with love and healing. I call my energy back from every person, place, thing, entity, dimension, time, and space. I call it back to me cleansed, re-energized, full of high vibration and full of God's white light. I call it back to me now. Jenny, are you in here, Jenny, for your yes or no question? I think she might have stepped out. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get over to my another collective reading. Again, I'm about to get started. If if anybody needs a yes or no, it's an octopus. If you want a mini read, you can send a dragon head, okay? Because I'm about to get started with the collective. Thank you so much. Thank you, Empress. I appreciate you. All right, Ale. Enjoy. Hi, June. You know, June, I've been MIA in the afternoons. I'm working on a new schedule. I'm wanting to do the afternoons just for private sessions and the mornings for my live. So I'm working on a new routine, a new schedule. If anybody wants to book a private session with me today, I have these availabilities. 1 p.m., which is about 8 minutes from now, 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. available for private sessions today. My subscribers get it for $55.55. Everybody else is $88.88. Okay. Let's see. Also, if anybody wants a live reading, it is the price right there that Purple Charm posted. Live readings are $25 if you already know the question, $45 if you want me to just see what comes out, okay? All right, let's jump into a collective. And that's what I was gonna do. Hold on, meeting. I'm gonna add the link. Booking link. My booking link is there, but I think everybody's lazy to click on my picture, click on the link tree, click on the book, and then click on the appointment. So I feel like it's too many steps that people are just like meh. So I'm gonna try and put the I'm gonna try and put it where you guys just click on my thing and you're gonna go straight to my appointments, okay? Just to make you skip some steps. All right, spirit, angels, ancestors of the highest white light, message for my beautiful collective. What is the next message today for this morning? Collective number 2. How about we do some elements? How about that? All right, who's first? All right, first is fire. Okay, then is air signs. Fire, air, earth, and then water. All right, spirit, angels, ancestors of the highest white light. Message for my fire signs. What is my fire signs message today, spirit? I got being enough and good things to come. Okay, so you do have some gifts that are being brought up to you, that are some opportunities that are coming towards you. There's a big need for you to really get to the space that you are enough, okay? Because I got the Queen of Cups in reverse, which means you could have some insecurities when this comes forward, okay? This could be an opportunity in a job, and you feel like, I don't have the criteria for that, but you're being offered the job. Someone's offering it to you. So step in there and get uncomfortable, and you're gonna figure it out. So there's a need for you to know that you're enough the way you are, and that it is going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to figure it out. So get in there and don't be afraid of this journey. Don't hold yourself back. If this is romantic, you can call in that person you've been dreaming on, and it's everything you've been asking for. It's everything you've been praying for. But they show up and then they intimidate the fuck out of you, and you don't feel good enough. You feel like you still have work to do. You feel like, oh my God, they have all their shit together and I don't have anything together. I still need to work on myself. So then you don't want to approach them because you don't feel good enough for them. So there you go again. You're again trapping yourself and not going after what you prayed for. So again, there's a need for you to reevaluate what it is you feel at the moment before it has arrived, or if it already arrived, ask yourself what it is you think you need in order to deserve this offer. Because you are turning it away because you're afraid of getting uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable. That's what's gonna level you up to the person, the king that you need to be. Whether it's someone who is better at communicating, whether it's someone who is, this is someone who can express themselves very clearly, okay? So this could mean that maybe you struggle with communication. So that is for my fire signs. That is you preparing yourself for an opportunity in all ways, shapes, and forms, okay? Opportunities in business, opportunities in love, that if you don't get clear with why you're feeling not good enough or afraid of getting uncomfortable, you might just let your blessing walk away from your hands because you're afraid of your own potential, because you're afraid to be outside of your comfort zone. You're afraid to be with someone who knows their worth and their value. So prepare for blessings and prepare to not fumble your blessings. All right, fire signs. All right, guys, that was the message for my fire signs. That was Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If anybody wants to book a private session, I do have availabilities for 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. today. You can book through my link tree on my bio, guys. My subscribers get it for $55.55. If anybody wants a reading during my live, it is $25 if you already know what the question is. It is $45 if you just want to see what comes out, okay? All right, next is my air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. My Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it feels like there's something that you don't want to get rid of in your life, okay? Whether that is someone you're waiting on to return, to come and tell you they love you and that they shoulda, coulda, woulda, blank. Whether it's a job that you're wanting to call you back because they really did you wrong. whether it's some friends that you really are waiting for them to apologize because they did you wrong, whatever that is, it feels like there's something that you are still holding on to that you don't want to let go of, that really hurts you, okay? It's like you need to let it go, okay? Let it go, release it, and stop replaying it in your head, how it should have gone, how it could have gone, what you could have said. Maybe I should apologize. Stop it. Whatever happened the way it happened. Let it be. You can write releasing letters to release it, to let it go. You can let it go, release it, and you're gonna write a letter and say everything you wish everything you wished you had said to them. You can say it in that letter, and then you're gonna write a letter back to yourself from them saying everything you wish they had said to you, and then you're gonna burn these letters so that you can release it and move on from it. Okay. You can also so that's going to be a form of releasing so that it can help you energetically to let it go, okay? Don't be afraid to take the steps for the next chapter, and I just want to tell you guys right now, I am no saint, okay? And not that I'm not a saint, I don't know what the word to use, but I went through that myself, where I was waiting for someone to return for so long, that I started my healing journey and my changes because I was like, as soon as I start healing, they'll start healing, and then they'll return back to me. So my journey for self-love, self-worth, my journey started about somebody else. And then 2 years later, a year later, I was like, why am I doing it for them? Like, I should be doing it for me. And that's when I redirected the energy to be about me. And 5 years later, that still never happened, and that's okay, because I transformed into the most beautiful, magical being possible, and I made so many transitions and bloomed in so many magical ways when I finally let it go and released it. So I just want to say that right now, that's the way I did my journey, and it's okay if you start your journey like that. It's not easy to let go of things that hurt us. So I get it, but just start the journey. No matter if it's for you or for them, you will eventually find your way to where it needs to go. Trust the journey. Keep moving forward. Keep moving in your future. Keep moving towards your future. Keep working on your foundation, on your career, on your bag. Keep going forward on your journey. All right, you are being guided in the right direction. Keep going, don't give up. All right, that was for my air signs. Beautiful message, beautiful message. Return any energy that isn't mine. I return it with love and healing. Again, if anybody wants a reading on my live, this is the prices. I will immediately get started with it. If anybody wants to book a private session with me, I do have a 2, 3, 4, and 5 available. Also, my subscribers get it for $55.55. Okay, guys. Spirit, angels, ancestors of the highest white light, message for my earth signs. What does my earth sign need to hear today, Spirit? Follow your heart and gratitude, my earth signs. So as soon as I started my earth signs, the birds just started chirping, going off. Do you hear it? This is really telling me again, and we pulled the self-sabotaging, right? Swords are also about clarity. So there could be a need for you to be confident with some sort of communication that needs to happen, that needs to occur. I do feel like you're maybe feeling, I don't know if you're stacking up the cups of things that are not happening or not going right. And you're just like, okay, check, you know, and you're looking at it in that sense. And you're kind of now thinking, are you needing to run? Are you needing to, are you going to get trapped? And it's like you're needing to have some sort of clear conversation, okay? And the King of Swords is about someone who communicates not like a boss, but someone who communicates very clearly, okay? There's like a big need to communicate in the most clearest way you've ever spoken in your life, right? Like there's like a big life decision that's happening right now for you guys, my earth signs, that you have learned. And somebody in here just said, I have so much more to teach you or something like that. I don't know, I didn't read it correctly or whatever, but it's like all the things you have learned throughout your life as of today, what are you gonna accumulate from all of that to help you communicate clearly? In the past, we've just walked away from things. We've just cut things out of our life and we don't deal with it. We don't put up with BS. Well, this next chapter, we can't run from forever. We can't run forever. So this next chapter, you're gonna sit still on that chair and you're gonna communicate exactly what it is that you need. And it says, follow your heart with gratitude, right? Because it seems like you have called in something very good, something you are very incredibly grateful for. And you really are enjoying it. But there is still something that you're not communicating that is bothering you, that is extremely important to bring to the surface and communicate. So for my earth signs, that is your message here today. It's it sounds peaceful, okay? Don't be afraid to have this conversation. Hey Terry, thank you so much. This is my lazy hair actually. I didn't have time to straighten it, so I just put it in a bun. Thank you so much. And the birds, chirping in the background. Thank you. Yeah, so that there is a need for you to clarify it, right? Thank you. I love you. I miss you. Communicate it to make sure that it's not like you self-sabotaging and running like you're used to. Communicate it and figure it out, clear conversation, clear communication, and that's it. Peaceful resolution, whether it is to stay, whether it is to go, and that's it. All right, that was for my earth signs. That was Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, guys, if anybody wants to book a private session, my private sessions available today are 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. Central Time. If anybody wants a reading on my live, it is $25 for a question. That means you already know what you're gonna ask me. $45 is for if you just want to see what comes out, and I will get started with it immediately. Okay. Private sessions are $55 for my subscribers. Okay. All right. The last element is my water signs. Where are my water signs? I want to see the waters emoji all over the chat. Message for my water signs. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. All right, my water signs. I feel like you guys have been going through it. Okay, you guys have been going through it. You thought it was over, like you were just like really excited, like, oh, it's over, it's done. But it just feels like things still continued to happen, to the point that it was just like, what in the heck? Like, why are these things still happening? Why is this still why is this? Trust the journey, trust the process. Things are done for you and not to you. Trust that what is happening, it is perfectionism from the universe. It is completely clearing anything that needs to go, anything that needs to be removed, anything that needs to go for a lower vibration or whatever. It needs to be cleared from your space to welcome in all the opportunities, all the options, okay? To bring in that money that you have been working for so long. And the Emperor's right here. It's about to bring you everything that you've been working on. Trust the process. Nothing that has been taken away was needed. I know you think you did, but you didn't. Hey Jennifer, thank you so much. It was cutting the last things out of your life that needed to go, all right? If you had to move, there was something in that home that was holding you back. There was some sort of energy. Maybe people knew where you lived, maybe whatever. Trust in divine. Whatever happened, whatever happened, it had to go. Trust it. Trust it. All right? Be at peace, and if you need to speak to God and say, God, I don't have to understand why. I don't have to understand why something had to go, but I trust that I am being guided in the right direction, and the right opportunities are constantly gonna find me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my blessings. Thank you so much for removing anything that's stopping my growth, that's stopping me from getting to my highest, my highest vibration. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for that gift. I believe that's a real special gift right now, right? It boosts up the life. Thank you so much for that. And get ready for things to start finally falling into your lap. Okay, my water signs? I know it's been a struggle. I know it's been a pain in the butt having to do all these things. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But everything is working out in your favor. I want you to start saying 33 from now on, every time, especially if something goes wrong. I want you to take a deep inhale. And just say, everything is always working out in my favor. Everything is always working out in my favor. Everything is always working out in my favor. Especially when something goes wrong, I want you to say that. Alright guys, that is your affirmation. Yes, OA, I did. Everything is always working out in your favor, guys. I promise you, every time I say that, when something goes wrong, it always works out in my favor. Even when I don't think it was heading that direction. Even when my mind's playing tricks on me and I think this is happening, is my boss gonna think this, or is he gonna and everything is always working out in my favor. It always did. It always worked out. It always did. Trust, okay? Positive mindset. Because everything that's been removed, everything that's happened, everything was for a reason. All right, guys, if anybody wants to book a private session, I have availability at 2, 3, 4, and 5 this afternoon. My subscribers get it for $55.55. If anybody wants to do a question fast pass here on the live, that is my live prices. $25 if you already know the question, $45 if you just want to see what comes out. Okay, thank you so much. I will be getting off at 2 p.m. It is 1:19 for me, so I will be getting off at 2. So if anybody wants to get in there right now, you can do that. Alright, let's do a collective reading. Sorry guys, I think it's time for a nap. Got 45 minutes left. Let me snack a little bit. How's everyone doing today? Me too, OA. I like my naps. Although sometimes they could turn into a coma. So I really try to avoid them. But I am feeling really tired. Right? OA, I feel like you don't sleep though. That's probably why you function so well. Because you probably never sleep, but you nap. Am I I right? Jennifer, go ground. I was feeling some type of way, and I did my live outside today, and I feel so good. Like I feel at peace. My mind was all rattled, and when I went outside, I just felt so much better. Grounding is everything. Away, trust your body. When your body's like acting like that, it's because you're getting ready for a big moment that you're about to go boom, okay? So rest, so that when that door creaks open, you can be like, move, bitch, and you handle business, okay? You're welcome. Yeah, you're gonna be like the white chicks when she's trying to poop. You'll be like, that's my opportunity. Move, bitch, get out the way. Every time someone's like driving crazy on the highway, guys, I'm always like, se anda cagando. Like, that guy's gotta take a shit. Move out the way, everyone. That guy's gotta take a shit. Hey, Voodoo, how are you? Yep. Let him through, let him through. Good, guys. Thank you. Yeah, everything's just fallen into place. I'm so incredibly grateful for all the blessings, all the new opportunities. I do feel incredibly peaceful. Like I said this morning, I was feeling a little bit off. Last night I was feeling off. Today I was feeling off. And I knew I had to ground, and I knew I had to go. I hadn't been outside, and I just had been all cooped up in the house. So I knew that's what it was. I needed to go outside. When I don't go outside and I don't meditate, like I start short circuiting. Like I start to feel like this. Like, I'm an earth sign. We all need it. Okay, not just earth signs. But I'm off balance. I just cannot. Like, I start to feel sad. I start to feel depressed. I start to feel trapped. I start to feel all kinds of negative emotions. As soon as I go outside, I'm just like, I'm a little butterfly. I'm shining like a diamond. Like, it's a complete change. Like, I light up as soon as I go outside. As soon as I get to ground, I just come back to life. It's so weird. But I tell you guys, that's how our body works. Our body works electrically. When they bring you back to life, they go zzz, they send shocks through you because we work electrically, guys. So what happens when we go outside, because we're always in the house, we're never barefoot outside anymore. We're never outside. We're always watching TV. We're always in the house. We're always on our phone. So your body is like just doing this, and all its stuff is like that inside of you. That's where you start to feel depressed. You start to feel not good enough. You start to question things. You have fear, guilt, shame, all the negative stuff. And when you go outside and you are barefoot and plant your feet outside, is the fastest way. But even if you just go outside and connect with nature, put the phone down, that'll still help you. But what happens is that when you go outside, the planet also has an electrical charge in the center, right? The magnetic charge. When you step outside, it's like it like flushes you. it clears out any negative emotions, and you're back. It's literally instantaneous. It's beautiful. It's magical. I'm telling you, anytime you're feeling depressed, anxiety, fear, guilt, shame, anything that's negative, anything that's lower vibrational, just go outside. I promise you it'll dissipate. It'll disappear like it never happened. You're about to go have a job interview, go ground. Because you're feeling like, oh, am I going to make it? Are they going to give it to me? You're going to go step outside and you're just going to know. I got this. You have no fear. No fear at all. You're welcome. Whew. All right, guys, I'll be here for another 45 minutes. If anybody wants to book a live session, it is 25 if you already know the question, 45 if you wanted me to just see what comes out. If anybody wants to book a private session, this is the price. My subscribers get it for $55.55. I have availability at 2, 3, 4, and 5 this afternoon, which will be as soon as I get off the live. That's what I have available for today, okay? Spirit, angels, ancestors of the highest white light, message for my collective. Last message of the day. I want to tell them, why are they so fucking special? Why is my collective so special, Spirit? Can we let them know right now? Exactly. Ooh, I have self-love and health. Okay, why are you so special? It's because you love yourself unconditionally. Unconditionally, I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear. Just let go and just be free. I will love you unconditionally. So again, it's like there's nothing you won't do for self-love. Okay, you are such a beautiful being, full of love and life, and you're someone who's very extremely loving, nurturing, compassionate. And there is nothing that you wouldn't do for someone else, but there is nothing you wouldn't do for yourself. And if it comes down to having to choose between you and someone else, you are going to choose yourself time and time again. And that is what makes you so special, is that you put yourself first if you have to. Okay? But there is nothing you wouldn't do for another. You are so incredibly balanced. You are so healthy in the decisions you make about your life and everybody around you. But you always put yourself first if you have to make a choice. You don't want to fight, but if it comes down to it, you will put yourself first time and time again. You have no problem doing that. You have no problem flipping the switch if you are not being reciprocated. Yeah, you're not afraid to walk away from an opportunity, from a friendship, if it's not meeting your criteria, right? If it's not meeting what you deserve. Obviously, if you communicate it, right? If you're just like going off of what's happening and you're not communicating, then you're also lacking somewhere in there, right? Like if you're not communicating what's going on or how you're feeling about it, but apart from that, if it's not even worth having a conversation, like it's like, I really don't care, it's not that big of a deal, I just don't want to waste energy on it, that's okay. You don't gotta explain yourself to anybody, right? Your time and energy is expensive and exclusive. So treat it as is. But I do feel that you do. You do treat it as is. You're not afraid to walk away. But again, the message that we had today, the collective, was about learning to communicate and not walking away at the first sign of a red flag. Communicate. Porque el que no habla ni Dios lo escucha, right? But that's something that's very powerful about you, is that your self-love is off the charts. You love yourself unconditionally, and you make a healthy choice time and time again when it comes to having to choose between you and another, having to choose between you and disrespect, having to choose between you and disrespect. You are not afraid to have to make that choice, because you will. And not that it's easy, but it's not hard. It's not easy, but it's also not hard. And it definitely feels like it's a switch you just flip. It's like you just turn the emotions off and you make it happen if you must, right? Like, you don't have a hard time walking away because you feel a certain type of way. If it's disrespectful, if it's disrespecting you, if it's treating you badly, if it's aggressive, if it's abusive, it's like you will flip the switch immediately and walk away. Yeah. Again, not afraid to walk away. Not afraid to end something. And that's a very powerful skill to have. Okay? You choose peace for a bigger tomorrow. Also, you're incredibly focused on your career. If it's trying to stop your movement towards your career, if it's trying to stop your belief in yourself about your career, if it's trying to stop your money from flowing in, if it's a distraction, if it's like anything that comes in the way of your bigger tomorrow, and there's no way around it, like it's just in the way and it's not gonna stop and it doesn't want to stop, and I already communicate. If it's in the way, it's gotta go. And you are so heavily focused on where you're headed. It's very powerful. It's very it speaks volumes of your character, and I feel like this is something people notice about you as well. Okay, it's very admirable. People know that you mean business. People know that you are business. And even if it's not quite bringing in finances, it's like it's not far off from bringing finances. You know what I mean? So it's like people know that, okay, maybe it's not bringing them money right now, but they are incredibly valuable. Whatever they've been working on for all this time is very valuable. And it's gonna be worth something. So nobody thinks that your journey is a waste of time at all. People see you as someone who's incredibly gifted, incredibly successful. Even if your business or career, whatever, is not making you that much money, they see your worth, they see your value, and your work ethic speaks volumes of your character. Guys, the message today has been so fiery. It's been on like another level. The vibration today feels different. And guys, this is all after I went outside. I swear, I'm telling you, if you're feeling any type of opposite of what we're feeling on this live right now, get outside. You will not regret it. 30 minutes or longer, put the phone down. Because I feel like I'm glowing. I feel like I'm floating. People see you as that magical being. It is incredibly, like, it harmonizes you. And I'm feeling that that's also how people feel around you. You have such an incredible aura. You have such an incredible, peaceful aura about you that when you are around people, people feel not only your loving and nurturing, they feel your boundaries, but they also feel the worth of your power. Okay, it's like, it's so weird because people are either this or they're either that. They're either loving, nurturing, compassionate, and everybody steps all over them, or they are super rude and mean and bitchy and nobody wants to be around them, or they're so heavy on business and money that they cannot do anything else other than focus on their money. And you are like all of it. And you have different compartments for all of you. That is so weird because people are not used to being able to be all of it. They're either business or they're nurturing, loving, compassionate. That cannot be both. Like, for some reason, people need to be put in a box and they're just one thing. You know, society needs everybody to be one thing. You gotta be this or you gotta be that. You have to have a name. Well, what do you call that? Why do I have to give it a name? I'm just everything. Like, that's why I have such an incredibly difficult time explaining what I do, because I cannot put myself in a box. So when people ask me what I do, I always like, what angle would you like me to throw it at you in? So I'm always like not sure of how to answer that, because people need you to be in a box in order to identify you. And you're just not identifiable. You are not someone they can put in a box or in a compartment. You are everything. And it's so powerful. You teach people that they can be more than one thing. You teach people that you can be loving, nurturing, compassionate, and have boundaries. You can be so heavily focused on your bag and career, but also have time for family and your children, and have time for love, and have passion. Like, you're just everything, and it really makes people like look at life in a different manner, to where in the past they thought it had to be this or that. It's black or white. It cannot be all of it. And the way you move in life, and the way you speak, and the way you carry yourself feels like you float around. Okay, you're just not human. I feel like people might even think you glide. That's the way you walk. Okay, like Sandra Bullock when she's learning to glide for the pageant. We're gliding. We don't walk, we glide. Okay, like, that's how people see you in this magical you're just a fucking unicorn. Okay, people see you and you're just like a unicorn. You're not even of this world. Like, okay, got it. People even see you as they're not human. Okay, just like I'm always talking about OA. He is a robot. That's how people view you. Okay, people view you as like a magical robot that doesn't exist. That's not human. It's not normal. And therefore that's just who they are, but that's not something we can be, you know. So people see you like that, all right? Like people see you as just this magical being that cannot be replicated. But you are teaching people that there's a way to choose everything. You don't gotta be one thing. And that's where it really makes them feel like they have nothing to offer. They have a lot of work to do on themselves. Like they just feel like, man, you are all these things, and what do I bring? Like I bring nothing. You bring a ginormous like blessing from the sky. Like you're just this huge coin from the universe, and they're not even a little coin. And all by yourself, this is what you bring. It's incredible. They see you as someone who's so incredibly abundant. And every time they think they have you figured out, boom, you pop up with something else. Like, goddamn, they dance too? Goddamn, they sing too? Goddamn, they this? And they're a medium? And they're this? Like, God, like, what are they pulling, like, all these secret, like, gifts out of their ass? Like, how? And it doesn't always trigger people in the wrong way, but sometimes it does, okay? Sometimes people are just like, God damn. Another thing? God damn. And they make their money, and they work from home, and they this, and they're pretty, and they have perfect fucking teeth. God damn. Respectfully. God damn you. Is there anything else? Are you gonna pull out another gift out of your ass? Because at this point, I'm ready to vomit. Why are you guys so goddamn magical over here? You are just glowing of pureness. And again, you're just like this magical being that people see like, man, I swear this person just walks randomly in a street, and on that street it happens to have a bunch of things happening on that street that specific time and day that person decided to walk on that street. They were gonna be doing a movie scene that just happened to be doing it in that location, and then they got offered a role. And then, they kept walking, and then there was a musician. They met this musician in that same street. Like everything happened to just land on their lap. Everything just happens for them. Yeah, it does. It just works like that. Divinely guided, divinely protected, anointed, blessed. And it leaves people confused. Like it's even got people thinking you're doing some sort of witchcraft. She's a witch. She must be a witch. I saw her lighting candles the other day, and yeah, she's a witch. I don't know what she did. She used to have kids, and now I never see her kids. She must have sacrificed. Yeah, because there used to be kids in the background. What happened to them? You got people creating all sorts of crazy things for what you did, rather than just believing you're just that person that the universe protects and provides for. Why is that so much harder to believe than sacrificing and witchcraft and all of these things that are just like voodoo and blah blah blah? Why is that easier to believe than you're just divinely guided and protected? Why? Like it, from one crazy to the other, right? It's like they think this is crazy, but that's even crazier. Oh, they're fake nice. They're fake spiritual. They're fake this. Like, but again, guys, you trigger people in a good way and in a bad way, and that's okay. That's what you're here for. Thank you so much for my gifts. Guys, I have an availability at 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. this afternoon for private sessions. My subscribers get their private sessions for $55.55. Regular prices right here. If you want to book that, you can book that right now. I'm about to get off in about 14 minutes, okay? What was I saying? You trigger people in a good and a bad way, right? There's those that you inspire by just being you. If you're questioning, am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? Am I where I'm supposed to be? Yes, you are. By simply living in your purpose of what you're trying to accomplish, by creating your dreams, by moving in that purpose, by being successful in a business, in your dreams, in your whatever, by you simply doing the things you're doing in your life and not stopping and not holding back, you are living your purpose, because you are teaching the next people, the next generations, that it is possible, that you can do it, that you can go forward, that you don't gotta stay trapped, that you don't gotta live like society tells you to, that you don't gotta do the 9 to 5, that you can be free. All of that. You are living in your purpose by simply living your life the way you're supposed to, by doing things and accomplishing your goals. So you will trigger people in a good way because you motivate them, because they see that you did it and they can do it too. They came from this background and so did I, so why can't I get it too? Well, they did it, so can I. And you inspire the next person. And you also trigger people by hating you. Well, if they did it, I could do it better. Well, if they did it, I could do it this way. Well, if they could do it, I could do it this other way. And they still get out of their comfort zone because they're competing with you, which means you still did the job. You're welcome. Whether you inspired them by inspiring or because they're competing, they still got out of their comfort zone. They still went to the next level. They still moved because of you. So, again, you're a magical being that is unstoppable. You're unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. And you guys make people sick. Because on top of that, when shit goes south, when your life falls apart, if it ever did, right? If anything happens in your life, any tower moment, you just make it work. You fall with style, okay? I don't know about guys. I fall with style. Like naturally, I'm an athlete, okay? And when I fall, I like, and I land on my feet, okay? I fall with style. And this is how you guys are about life, okay? It's like when something troubles you, when something like you it's like a hiccup. You trip and you fall on your feet every time. It's like you don't linger on failure for too long. You don't sit and mope and cry and my life and everybody this and everybody that and they did this to me and you don't do that. You might allow yourself to feel shitty about life for maybe 2 days, but I don't think it goes further than that. Right after, you like, okay, how can we make this work? How can I use this to help me to this? It's like you always transmute that shit and you make it work. And it's like, God damn, can something stop you? Can something hold you back? God, you make me sick. You know, you make some people sick. I'm not gonna lie, you do. Like, how the fuck? You're really not human. But you also really inspire people. You really inspire and motivate and push people. We're gonna stop talking about the people that feel sick about us. We're gonna focus on the people that we motivate. The people that you don't even know watch your social media. The people that you don't even know that you inspire on social media. Because they see where you started out from and they see where you are now. And maybe they've even been following you for some time and you don't even know it. And that's okay that you don't know it. But every time the universe, guys, when I was doing the dance competition, okay, I was practicing a dance routine. And a girl opened the door to the gym, to the dance room. It's not a dance room. It's where people go do the abs, but it's empty. So I was by myself there. So she opens the door, she sees me and she closes it and she leaves. And I was trying to get comfortable with dancing wherever and not getting embarrassed or things like that. So I just kept dancing. I didn't stop. Like I was trying to coordinate my mind to be confident and stick it through no matter where I'm at. So she comes back later and she's like, I'm sorry, is there a class going on? And I was like, no, I'm just practicing. And she's like, is it okay if I was like, yeah, that's okay. Do you need me to scoot over? She's like, no, I'll just be on the side over there. I won't bother you. And I was like, I don't know what I said. And she was like, no, it's okay. She was like, I'm one of your biggest fans. Like I follow you and, you know, I've been supporting you. And I was just like, oh my God, like, you know, I know you guys see that I have a following on here and you think it's like huge. It's not. I you know, but that moment like lit me up and it made me believe like, okay, I'm doing something and people are watching my journey, even though I don't know people are watching my journey, even though I think a lot of people don't care that I'm on trying to do this. It just felt like I needed that little boost from the universe to remind me that there's people watching me and that there's people who believe in me and that there's people that want me to win, not just people who want me to fail and fall on my face, right? But there's also people who want to see me win, that want to see me be successful because they've seen how low I've gotten and how I come back up. And it was very special. So I want you guys to remember that you might not see the motivation you give other people or the drive you might give other people or just that little moment of inspiration that you give other people. You don't know it, but there's people out there that watch you and think man, well, I remember maybe they mentioned this story to me, and I remember how they said they handled it, so I could handle it too. So know that you make a difference by just being you, by just getting things done, by just moving forward, by just being you in your most full, authentic self. You just get shit done without even knowing it for other people. It's very magical how you can turn lemons into lemonade. I swear, if you were out in the street, you'd find a way to make money out of rocks and sticks. I don't know how, but you just are that person. You don't roll over and die. Never. Badass Problem Solver, I'm gonna download this live because it was incredible. And I know there was a message in here for you, and I think you probably had a client, but goddamn, message today was on fire. It was extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. Also, I have a squirrel friend. Just wanted to let you know. Squirrel friend, new encounter. He came to me and he was bitching at me all morning about I don't know what, but he was ranting about his morning this morning. And I swear he was barking. Like he was looking straight at me and just ranting. And I was just listening. But have an amazing rest of the day, guys. Thank you so much for being here for this message. I hope everybody got the message they needed to hear today. Go be a magical being. Go peacock those feathers. Peacock away. And go get that rest of your day and make it everything you want, because you are in control of your own reality and it is yours. So go get it and go make it happen. And be authentically you, unapologetically you, and make it happen. You got this. I believe in you. You believe in you. I love you too. Thank you so much, guys. We hope you had an amazing birthday yesterday, and we can't wait to hear your other album. We're very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Guys, I have availability for private sessions at 2, 3, 4, and 5 this afternoon. As soon as I get off, I have a 2 o'clock. I think we're probably going to skip the 2 because it's already a little late too. It'll probably start late, but if anybody wants to book a private session, I do have those times. I also have tomorrow at 9 a.m. You can book through my link tree on my bio. Also, that's pretty much it. But thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Beautiful message. I really loved it. Actually, I can post this message on YouTube. So if anybody wants to listen to it, I will post it on YouTube because it was very powerful. Today I didn't play any music, so I hope, you know what, I won't be able to. Because this song is from YouTube. This song's from YouTube, so it's not gonna let me play it. Damn it, I'm sad. It's such a good message. All right, I will try. If it doesn't let me, I won't. But thank you so much, guys. I return any energy that isn't mine. I return it with love and healing. I call my energy back from every person, place, thing, entity, dimension, time, and space. I call it back to me cleansed, re-energized, full of high vibration and full of God's white light. I call it back to me now. If there's any homework you do today, guys, go ground. I promise you, you will feel magical, incredible. Get some sunlight, go walk, drink some water. Disconnect for 30 minutes or longer, put the phone down. All right, guys? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night, good afternoon. You're very welcome. Have an amazing day, guys.